It's 2020. It is indeed. I haven't seen you guys in a decade. Yeah, I know. Dad jokes aside. It's 2020, and we're going to talk about it. So, as of starting this recording, it's 4 in the afternoon, which is surprising for this channel, for me, uploading. Today, we're going to be talking about 2020. Not really anything specific, just overall, I'm going to be talking a lot about me. And not just me, but reflecting on the 17 years that I've had on this earth and just kind of thinking out loud almost. I don't really know where to start, to be honest with you. I'm kind of just gonna go and see what happens. So I'm a junior in high school. So I'm growing up. I'm becoming a big boy. That was kind of weird. I don't know why. I remember on New Year's, I was just laying on the couch. We don't really do anything for New Year's, my family doesn't. I was just laying on the couch, and as the clock struck 12, and the ball dropped and everything, it just kind of hit me I'm almost 1/5 of the way through my whole life. I'm almost 18, which means I'm almost 20, and I consider 20 being 1/5 through your life, since assuming I make it to 100, which is I feel that's a good age to make it to, but I'm less than 1/5 of the way, or I'm more than 1/5 of the way through my life, and that blows my mind. I've already had this much time on the earth. I've gone to school. I have never had a break from school, which I know. I've been thinking about, just side rant by the way. I've been thinking about taking a gap year in college, but I don't know. Anyway, besides side rant, I've just been thinking so much about everything that's been happening, especially, I won't go into it, but this last, I would say last 6 months, prior to 2020, so in 2019, hectic, so much stuff happened, back to back, and I think mentally not in the best place, especially with just everything that happened. And then I got better, and then I got worse, and then it fluctuated, and I questioned things I've never questioned before, why am I on this earth? Does anyone even care about me? Stuff like that. Which, if you think about that, the desolation that you feel when you go through things is dark. And I mean not a darkness in your room. I mean a darkness that seeps into you. I luckily got through it, and I'm I would say I'm fine. I think a little more cynical. I judge things more harshly. I got through it, and I know a lot of people don't, and I'm thankful that I got through it. But with 2020 coming around, I just feel so different. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel something changed, but nothing changed at the same time. And that makes no sense. And I get it, because it makes no sense to me, but that's the best way I can explain it. It feels like something should have happened, and it feels I think something happened, or a decade passed. Went from 2019 to 2020. Technically a decade passed. And on one side of the coin, it's yeah, a decade passed. There's a difference there. And then on the other side, it's no, it's just been another year. But me as a person, I feel, I want to, I don't want this to sound bad. I don't mean this in a bad way. I feel I've lost my innocence. I'm not a kid anymore, and it's finally hitting me. I'm not a kid. Things that I did do when I was a kid, I can't do anymore. It's even small stuff. I don't know, off the top of my head. If I think of any, I'll tell you. I can't pinpoint it. I just, something is... It's always been weird, because I've always been someone who, I consider myself an old soul, and in school, I feel I can't relate to my own age, because I can't synthesize with people my own age, because I feel, not to brag, but I feel the problems they have, oh, I'm gonna dip my phone in the water, oh no, it broke, I don't go through that, because I feel I'm no, that's why would I dip my phone in the water? That's stupid. I'm not saying people my age are dumb. I'm just saying memes and like jocks who do a ton of sports, or just like also the humor of my age. I don't get it. Like, I don't think it's that funny. And so, like, we'll be in class, or like I'll be in like a group and everyone's talking, and I'm kind of that one guy sometimes that's like to the side, and everyone's like, "What is he doing?" Like, that's me, because I can't socialize with my age because I don't understand like how the chemistry of my age works. And I think there's many reasons for that. I will not touch upon them in this video because there's just too many, and it's very philosophical and deep. I think that some kids grow up. I mean, I'll dip my foot in a little bit. I think that if you grow up, not privileged, but if you grow up, I wouldn't say necessarily getting everything, but not struggling. Like, from a very young age, I would say like 5 or 6, I was worried about finances. And I don't think many 6-year-olds are worried about finances. That kind of forced me to step up to the plate of an adult, even though I like shouldn't have had to. And that's not anyone's fault. That's just kind of how life is. I just see some kids like the way they react to certain things, or like especially like dances. I don't like going to dances. I think that they're a waste of money. Like, I'd rather, and this is just me and being introverted, but I would rather go and chill at home and like watch YouTube than go to a dance. And that's just like me. Like, I'm just introverted. I'd rather be by myself. But that's not to say I don't like hanging out with people. I think that parties, and not parties, like, I think parties could be fun. Like if you go with friends. I think dances are a waste of time unless you bring someone. But like, even if I'm bringing a girl, I'd rather just take her out to dinner. Like, I feel like that's nicer than, getting sweaty on a dance floor and then like kissing in front of other people. I don't know. I mean, again, that's just me. Take it or leave it. But I always do this. I always rant. Going back to, transitioning to a new decade of 2020, things are changing in the world. I'm not going to delve into Trump being impeached. I'm not going to delve into World War III happening. I also can't be drafted because of my left eye. Just a side note, I think that's kind of funny. But things are changing. And I think that people in the world don't think it's actually changing. Or the World War III memes are like they think that's a joke, and it's like, no, this could actually be happening. Like, yes, it's kind of a joke. Like, it's kind of just a meme. No one really thinks it's going to happen, but it could. And with how devastating World War I and II is, and with the advancements in technology, with more devastating nuclear weapons and bio warfare and stuff like that, chemical warfare, like, if we get into a World War III, like, that's going to be bad. And I think our generation is like used to everything being a joke, and it's a joke up until it's not a joke. Like, we have people joking about like 9/11 or the Holocaust, and it's like, I think deep down they don't intend to insult or harm anyone emotionally or mentally, whatever. But there's still like negative charge there. Even if you're intending your Holocaust joke to strictly be funny and not anything else, it's offensive. And joking about World War III, that's going to be funny up until it actually happens. Or like school shooting jokes. Like, people think they're funny up until there's a school shooting, and then everyone freaks out about it. Like, we have a cynical sense of humor, and I mean, I don't know where I'm going with this. I just kind of rambling. I think that 2020, it's going to be an interesting decade, because we got another decade. I think it's going to be really interesting, especially kind of growing. And it's weird for me to say because I'm only 17, but growing up and seeing the kids now, whew, like, good luck, world. Like, I see freshmen at my school. I mean, we're kind of just conditioned to not like freshmen, but like this year, ugh, like, it's bad. I guess I'll wrap it up here. As like I guess it's like a conclusion to my long ramble about 2020 and high school and everything. I think this is going to be an interesting year. I think this is going to be an interesting century. Decade, millennium, whatever you want to call it. And no, it's not called a millennium or a century. Okay, so, yeah. I think that 2020 is a crazy concept, especially considering I was almost born at the beginning of the decade. Like I was born 2002, so like I just don't I can't comprehend like that it's been this long that I've had 17 years on this earth because I don't know where the time's gone. I don't even remember when I was 14, 15, or 16. I don't remember remember some of my childhood. You kind of get snippets of it, but I don't remember it that well. Obviously, as I grow, I'm just gonna forget it more. So that's it with 2020. I'm gonna leave it there. I did want to touch upon, first of all, if you made it this far, thank you, because my channel's just kind of at like a standstill right now. It's like stasis right now, which I'm fine with. It's not like I'm trying to grow. I'm not looking to like get monetized on YouTube. I'm just doing it because I enjoy speaking to the select audience that likes to listen to what I have to say. But if you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you making it this far. This is done with 2020, so if like I'm talking about the channel, so if you don't care about these things, you can leave, which kind of sounds rude, but yeah, get out of here if you don't want to listen. But I'm definitely gonna start trying to upload more because, again, I'm not going into it. I probably won't ever go into it, but with how the last 6 months have panned out, I couldn't, and I genuinely tried, and I just couldn't with school and my personal life dropping a bombshell on itself, and then just like all the above, everything else, I dropped off. But I definitely pumped a ton of videos out in the last couple of days, and I've been trying to purposefully because I miss so much. What the hell was that? But I'm gonna try and my goal, and don't quote me on this. I'm going for weekly, so like one video a week, and that could be me speaking. It's honestly, if it's a harder week, it's probably just gonna be me talking because that's easier to edit, especially like the videos that I make like music wise, like whether it's the covers or like my own songs. Obviously I have to write the songs, so those will probably be more jumped around. I mean, I like making the music more, to be honest, but it's just harder, and I don't have the time for it sometimes. So if I don't, I'll at least try and get one video out a week. Also, if this is the first video that you've been seeing, you should go to it's called my playlist. It's called Music and Stuff, and I have a few videos. You don't have to look at the far one, like the ones that are far down, because those aren't as good. But you could check the first, like the last couple that I made. I'm pretty proud of them. I think that they're pretty good. But that's really all. This is really, I wanted to talk about 2020, rant a little bit. That's it. I just wanted to rant. I start school up tomorrow, so again, the videos aren't going to be coming out as much as they have been, but I'll do the best I can. Because I genuinely care about this, and it's fun, and it's definitely like coping for me, like being able to have these videos, and like even though like I'm talking to a camera, I like put myself in a position where I feel like I'm talking to whoever's watching the video right now. So if you're watching, I'm speaking directly to you. But for me, I'm not speaking to you, but I am speaking to you because you're there right now, even though you're not here right now, which is weird. Anyway, this has gone way longer than I thought. I was trying to do a 10-minute, and we're at 17, although it's going to be edited. So thank you all for watching. I don't know what the next video is going to be. I'll figure it out as I go. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Happy 2020. Happy end of the decade, century, millennium. I don't care what you call it. Peace.